No, that football game is actually kind of crazy, bro. Okay. Let's get into this. Let's go through all these. Ahead of seasons 2 launch in Black Ops 6 and Call of Duty Warzone on January 28th. So we have what? That's next week. That'd be on Tuesday, though. Right? That'd be on Tuesday. That's a weird day to have an update. It's different. We're here to address the comprehensive feedback we've been hearing from our community in recent... Thank you, Steph Daddy, 73. Recent weeks and tell you what we're doing right now to improve the game. Members from the various development teams and studios dedicated, blah, 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 blah. Cheatings and bans. Ability to disable crossplay on consoles and ranked play. This is going to be our backup plan. I'm gonna have some sort of faith that any of these updates they're going to do are going to do something. What I think is going to happen is it's going to be a Band-Aid that's going to help for a small amount of time. And then as soon as I start getting cheated on again, I might just go back over to PS5, turn off crossplay, and try and enjoy ranked just playing on PlayStation. That's my plan. I think there's a pretty high probability that this is going to happen because every time they say they're going to do something about the cheating, they haven't done shit. Or it helps for like a small amount of time, and that's about it. So we'll see what happens here. We'll go into more detail here with Ricochet and all that, see what they have to say about it. We got some quality of life updates, server issues, and requested bug fixes. Let's get into it. Okay. Update from the Ricochet anti-cheat team. Instances of cheating in Call of Duty, particularly rank play across both MP and Warzone, are frustrating and severely impact the experience for our community. They downplayed this. It is the worst that it's been. Obviously, we all remember back to like early Verdansk days where there was like the spin botters and just full on blatant rage cheaters. Add in people crashing servers and all the other bugs mixed in with this, and like we've had just way too many days over the months that have been just unplayable, just kind of pathetic. So we'll see. Live now are new layers of security and protections against cheaters in Call of Duty, as well as updates to protect the competitive integrity of the game. Updated detection models for behavior systems such as aimbotting, other data points, including account trust and hardware identifiers to target serial cheaters. So they keep putting updates like this, and we've had several of these over the years. But I just don't understand how you can have a claim to have a functioning anti-cheat when you can't even get blatant aim lockers. Like, Walling's a different story, right? Maybe the way they detect things like that. I don't know how the cheats work, right? But I just don't understand how people can just be like rage aimbotting for a long period of time. So it's just like they say updated and like awesome, cool, they're trying something, right? But like how does their system not even pick up that? Like the full on blatant ones. So that's what over time, I think that's why we all just think it's just full of shit, right? Like it's been an absolute joke for such a long time. Like, how do you not get aimbotters, bro? Especially like the full-on blatant ones, man. And then they add in 136,000 ranked play account bans since the mode launched. Like, cool, thanks guys. I've ran into more cheaters in the past 2 months than all the way back to like early Verdansk days. So like they keep doing these PR number bans. It's like all these cheaters have so many accounts. It's just like this number is so irrelevant. It just annoys me that they keep trying to like gas themselves up for the amount of bans when those numbers are just, it's just a scam, you know? It hasn't done anything for us for so long now. Enhancing cross-examination tools focus on reducing the time it takes to action accounts. Again, reducing the time. This is all arbitrary. There's no way, we have people rage hacking their way all the way up towards Crimson and Iridescent. So like it's still going to significantly impact the game if these guys, and they changed the way Warzone ranked worked where like you're getting low level accounts in your lobby. I'd be dying to bronze and silvers. So like another point that's like not really going to help because they loosened up the matchmaking so that the queue times are better. So like, I don't know. I'm just not holding my breath on any of this stuff because reducing the time. Well, it's like they're already in, so like who cares? My games are still going to be impacted, so I don't care. Keith for 52, thanks buddy, I appreciate that. New detection and warning system for spam reporting by accounts. Spam reporting and all this type of stuff just shouldn't really be a thing to begin with. It's important to clarify when a user spams the report button in-game multiple times against the user, someone using a illegal cheat tool to spam 10,000 reports. Our system does not consider more than one single report from a player versus another, despite what cheat developers are telling players when they try and sell their illegal software. So yeah, a lot of people think the spam reporting thing is a thing. I personally always thought it was kind of silly. There's no way some guy could just like report you a bunch of times and that should do anything. So like they've said this multiple times now where like the spam reports don't do anything. So it's just got to be something else happening to trigger all the shadow bans happening. And shadow bans in general, they have no communication. They won't tell us why or like what shadow bans really are. There's no transparency when people get shadowed. Like, why are they getting shadowed? They need to say why. I don't know. It's been the weirdest system for a very long time, and no other game does it because it's just weird. New detection and warning system for repeat playing with cheater behavior. See, this one's good. Like, so many people, I mean, we've ran into it a lot too, where you get all these people that are just always queuing up with cheaters over and over again. Happens all the time in ranked play. So like, can we like do something about that? But here's the thing too. They always say stuff like this, like, oh, we're going to clean up the leaderboard for ranked. And they'll do it for like one pass and then just let it go on for the rest of the season. Or maybe do it at the very end to try and clean it up a little bit. And there's no way they're getting everybody. So like they say they're going to do this, but what are they going to do it once and then just lose focus on it and then not do it again for like, they need to stay on it. And the less they stay on it, the more reason people have to cheat. So this is another one that's like, hey, we're going to try and do this more, but like based on what they've shown us so far, they barely do it. Like, so I don't care if they do it once. They have to actually just keep doing it and making it more and more and more frustrating and annoying for the cheaters so they feel discouraged to keep doing it. And they haven't done any of it. So like all of this, we've read it before, we've seen it before, and all this stuff is not specific enough to give us any hope and inspire the community whatsoever. So, like I said, action. We all want to see action. We're tired of seeing these long posts, you know? It's like, is it actually going to do something? So we'll wait and see here for seasons 2 and 3. We've seen community questions about detection methods like IP-based banning. We do not utilize IP-based bans for anti-cheat because they tend to take action against entire groups within a range that aren't problematic. See, yeah, this one makes sense. And anyone has a brain is going to, like, IP bans aren't going to do anything, long story short. So, whatever. The IP banning isn't the way to go. Even hardware bans and doing that, like, people are spoofing their MAC addresses, I'm sure, and they're right back on. They have so many accounts, like, all the way that they ban it, like, it doesn't really matter that much. In December, we announced we're implementing major upgrades to the currently online and active kernel level. They should put quotations around this. Can I hit them with lawyer language as well? They need to be careful because they're claiming that they have an anti-cheat online, and that's funny, right? That's actually funny. It's online and active. I don't know. I feel like I need some quotations around that. Anti-cheat is online, you know? Thing's an absolute joke. Upgrades to server-side systems in early 2025. Here's more on what to expect from these updates and when they're set to be added. For Season 2, so this is coming next week. New and improved client and server-side detections and systems. Cool. Am I still going to get aimbotted by a bronze 1 or even a silver? If I see people getting to, like, gold, plat, diamond, crimson, if I see any cheaters that are like at those ranks, on Long Island, and I'm going to give it these wins today. Thank you, Trojan. Appreciate the 3 ones. I don't know what amount of time I'm going to give it. I might give it a week, maybe 2 weeks. And if I see cheaters that are like past platinum rank or past diamond or crimson or something like that, I don't know. We'll play it by ear on that one. I'm instantly going to go switch back to console and turn crossplay off for rank play because, like, how quick is it going to be? Major kernel level driver updates, improvements to driver security, reinforced encryption process. I wish they would explain this a little bit more they say they don't want to explain it, so the cheat companies don't know what to do. But like, the less they tell me, the less confident I am. New tampering detection system. So this is all very like vague. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it works. We're gonna give it some time. We'll give it a go. And like I said, if I see people getting high ranked that are still cheating, I'm plugging in my PlayStation. Even though I'd prefer to play on PC, but PC crossplay just hasn't worked since Warzone's been out. Season 3 and beyond, multitude of new tech, including a brand new system to authenticate legit players and target cheaters. I wonder what this means. So, like, they've said this multiple times now, where Season 3 is when they're actually going to, like, change the system. So that's interesting to me. That's when I might have more faith, because it's going to be we'll see what these systems actually mean when they get more details closer to 3. However, that's a long way out. So this is the Band-Aid for 2, and this is what they hope is going to work, because the leaks have talked about Verdansk coming out in like April sometime. So this is their big plan to like not hemorrhage players going into Verdansk, because so many people are going to come back and play. So we'll see if this actually is going to end up working going into Verdansk, because that seems to be the timeline here, right? Because like each season's like
good work. Love all the vids.
Yeah, season 2 should bring us like into March sometime, right? So we'll see. Glass, appreciate the 7 months. Let's get it. We're not slowing down our mission to shut down cheaters whose only mission is to ruin the fun for everyone else. Confident the combination of updates above as well as ongoing improvements. Blah 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 blah. So a lot of this is just talking and waiting that long to implement these changes when they knew it was going to happen is pathetic, and that's why so many people have just not been playing COD. We've moved on to other stuff. So we'll see. We'll give it a go. We'll see if these Season 2 updates do anything. If they don't, I'm going to try and play some ranked play on console and see how it goes and deal with the longer queue times and all that type of stuff. Okay, on to server stability, packet loss, and lobby crashing. We've seen community reports of increased rubber banding, packet loss notifications, and server disconnects in recent weeks, especially in ranked play. Monitoring the match activity closely, including identifying suspicious accounts that appear in multiple crash lobbies. The team at DemonWare has narrowed down some specific causes of the issues that can affect all players, and new improvements have been made to server infrastructure this week to reduce targeted cases of malicious activities on our infrastructure and players. Okay? So this is like lobby crashing, lagging out the lobby, yada, yada, yada. With these new improvements now in place for both Black Ops 6 and Warzone, we've seen improvements in stability on the back end. This is a one-size-fits-all solution for every potential issue. So I have to give them some credit. Since they put out that post, I don't think we've had a lobby crash. I don't think we've had a lobby crash since they came out with this post. Let's see if that continues. So this might be a W. We need more time. We need more data. But like, I have to give them credit, right? Since this post has came out, I don't think we've had someone crash the lobby. So maybe they did fix that one. That being said, I have lost, and me and so many other people, I have lost like 20,000 plus SR. Just demoralizing. And it's just stupid. Like, it's too little too late. I have been impacted so severely, and so many other players have too, whether it's pubs or ranked. Like, we don't get anything. Other games give people stuff. I just being slammed because of this and getting nothing in return. And now they've said they're identifying accounts that have appeared in multiple crash lobbies. What about all the legit people that have been affected in these crash lobbies? They obviously have the data of the amount of people that have been in a lobby that's been disconnected. So, like, how can they not go back and be like, hey, we noticed that your lobby got crashed 100 times. Here's what we're going to do for you. Wouldn't a simple thing like that help? They're never going to do it. But, like, it's little things like that where like, you can... Like, imagine if 1,000 of you guys saw me get some points back or get something, any sort of acknowledgement for being bullshitted. Like, wouldn't that just be a nice thing to see from your dev when you're spending hours on their game? Like, something, anything? Like, this doesn't help me now. It's already fucked me up. And, like, how are you gonna establish trust with your player base and want to make them come back and play when they get bullshitted over and over and over again? They get nothing back from it. Other games do it. SR forgiveness, yada yada yada. Disruptive behavior team on voice moderation, yada yada yada. Next up, we got some Black Ops 6 updates. In addition to all new maps, modes, and rewards coming on day 1 of Season 2, Treyarch has prioritized several gameplay updates, quality of life improvements, playlist changes, and notable bug fixes scheduled for Season 2 launch. Challenge tracker, having that back will be nice. Love going backwards over and over again. Cool. Separate HUD preset settings for MP and zombies. That's nice. Reduce collision with teammates to improve maneuverability around tight spaces and doorways. Cool. That's kind of nice. Not super impactful for me, but it's something. This is just multiplayer. So bug fixes, weapon balancing, bullet penetration, reducing weapon motion with the dexterity perk, yada, yada, yada. We've heard the feedback from players about wanting the choice to toggle crossplay and ranked play since its launch earlier this season. In the spirit of improving the gameplay experience, we're returning the way we've traditionally handled crossplay. In Season 2, we're enabling the ability to disable crossplay for console players who want to compete only against other console players. Good. Console players are always at a significant disadvantage, and with the way cheaters have been in crossplay for so long now, console players should be able to choose if they want to play against console players. This will be me if their Season 2 updates don't do a goddamn thing for cheaters, okay? We'll try it out. This is currently in testing. Plan to go live for both Black Ops 6 ranked play and Warzone ranked play during Season 2. Monitoring closely and consider further changes to prioritize the integrity of the ecosystem. We'll have more details to share as we get closer to the launch of this feature. The vote to forfeit feature is coming to Season 2 at launch. Allows players to vote with their team to end a match early if the team is getting blown out or if you've lost a teammate. Forfeited matches counts as a standard loss and do not result in SR penalties or suspensions. So, yeah, this is nice to expedite the time when you're getting absolutely slammed by cheaters. That's good. Nice, dude. When you're sitting in a multiplayer. That's not really a Warzone rank thing, but... ability to rejoin rank play matches also planned for later in Season 2. Cool. Where'd that go? Backwards. Zombie stuff. Here go. Let's get into Warzone updates now. Season 2 for Call of Duty Warzone made the decision to prioritize focus on gameplay tuning, quality of life, ongoing bugs. Yada, yada, yada. We've all went backwards on Urzikstan. We're all over Urzikstan, and we're going to spend all this time spinning our wheels just to move on from it very soon. Awesome. Thanks for this. Warzone's a constantly evolving game, bringing new experiences, yada, 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 yada. Weapons. Reload speeds are faster for all weapons, anywhere from 5 to 20%, depending on weapon class. This is very good. We lost sleight of hand, which is always like one of my favorite perks. And I feel like there's times where it's like, it feels a little bit too long reloading with some weapons. So I think this is overall just a nice thing to have. Like, it speeds up the game. I think we all think that's good, right? Reduce penalty when sprint to fire jumping from 35% to 10%, increase jump ADS speeds by 25%. So yeah, just overall movement when you're sprint to fire to jumping and then jumping to ADS. That's good. Just make it feel more fluid. Great. Adjusted bullet penetration across most materials, resulting in a more consistent experience for thicker walls in particular. This one's a little bit scary to me. Being able to wall bang more things, especially with how busted the XM4 has been for so long, is crazy. Yeah, we'll see how that plays. Weapon swap speed increased by 10%, replicating the effective quick grip gloves from Modern Warfare. Good. Why was this ever a thing to begin with? Stop putting penalties. Stop slowing it down. Like, you added all this stuff to make the game feel good in the last one, and we took it all away, and now we're doing it all again because Call of Duty players just want their game to feel fast. I don't get it. Stop taking it out. Stop adding penalties. Stop adding sway. Stop adding these weird penalties when you jump or move at all, and just make it COD. Stop it. Literally stop it. They keep doing it. It's so stupid. They have this weird mentality of like trying to make the game more inconsistent or slower, or I just doesn't I don't understand it, especially when they like promoted Omni movement so much. Like, don't punish people for using this new innovative movement, which is really fun in my opinion. Wild. Increase both jump speed and successive jump height with one unmodified successive jump. Increase the speed of the parachute cut animation, making cutting a parachute and readying your weapon significantly faster. Good. Increase player velocity when landing from a cut parachute land for smoother transition into full sprint. W. Good. Speed it up, man. Everyone's been there where they cut their parachute and it feels like an eternity when you're trying to jump and get a kill on somebody and you just can't. So, yeah, awesome. Reducing reverb effects to improve directionality of movement audio produced by other players. Yeah, why is there weird reverb? I don't know. We've gone backwards, and now we're getting back to normal again, hopefully. Combat Scout pings replaced with an outline that is not visible through walls. Good. Good. Because Combat Scout tracker is dumb. We all agree on that one? New default perks. Dexterity is now a default perk. Cool. Why did they take that out? Yeah. Nice, man. Nice one, man. Mountaineer returns. No more fall damage. Not quite the powerhouse it was during Modern Warfare 3. Okay. So Mountaineer's coming back. That's kind of nice. Veteran now significantly reduces the damage ticks of gas grenades. That's good, but like, how about we just like nerf gas grenades and not make me locked into a perk to like not the right way to do this? How about you make the gas grenades not so goddamn busted so I'm not forced to like they're trying, right? I get it, but like I don't know. It's just it's an annoying way to do it. Munition satchel now only provides one additional item, down from 2. It's still going to be spammy, but they had to do this. But even 3's busted. Even 3 is busted. Like, 3 per player is just insane. Like, with muni boxes, too. Like, I don't think the munition satchel should ever be in ranked play. Or they just need to make the munition satchel you carry more ammo. And then, like, at least in ranked, you shouldn't have additional items. Keep reading, silly. Oh, thanks, Trev. Yeah, no, it's still fucking busted and shouldn't be in ranked. Trev. Respectfully. Maximum deployed tacticals and lethals reduced to 2 each, down from 3, to make more purposeful trap plays. The last part of this sentence is the dumbest thing I've ever read. More purposeful trap plays. You should shut the fuck up. Gas grenade radius, duration, and movement penalties are reduced to bring in line the vision of a zoning tactical. Cool, but like... It goes through walls. It like
almost 2 years.
Like it's still busted. Yeah, I don't think any of this is even gonna matter. You could still throw your gas grenades through fucking walls and cover an entire house. Like, and you still have 3 each. But at least they're trying. At least they're trying. It's not like they're just ignoring it, to be fair. You know? So I'll be like a little bit nice, but like, dude. Spy camera's outline effect no longer renders through walls. Cool. You can't have just walls all the time with a spy camera. Sick one. Advanced UAVs will now show elevation arrows. Cool. We got that back. That's annoying. It's annoying with the advanced where you don't know if they're up or down. We'll take that. Going backwards just to go forwards again. Body shield. Flares. Flares can now be pinged to increase visibility on redeployments. Okay, cool. Then we got a lot of bug fixes to close this out. Okay, they're also changing rank play one more time. In addition to the above note on incoming crossplay options for console players, rank play in Season 2 will see a refinement to the amount of SR required and adjustments to deployment fees. These updates aim to soften the on-ramp into accessing rank play, make the top end truly competitive. Okay, so here's what this means. Gold players are going to be plat now. That's what that means. So any gold players in the chat, congratulations. You're going to get some free SR. Nice, guys. You guys better make it to diamond or plat or some shit. I believe in you guys, man. As a parting thought, we want to take a moment to reflect on the significance of Black Ops 6 integration, the largest in Call of Duty history, which for the first time has brought our teams and products together into a unified development and environment. They need to stop, they need to stop doing this right now. Read the room. Like they need to read the room on this one. Let's fix everything, and then let's start talking about how we all came together with the most dev time ever for a Call of Duty game. And yeah, it's just been rough. While this transformation has presented its share of obstacles, it paves the way for more ambitious updates and closer collaboration in the future, laying a foundation to make new technology immediately available to all of our studios, improving development pipelines and the stability of porting features between titles, allowing us to focus more of our time on future releases. Here's the problem with this. This is the most time they have had, and like, that's not good. Yeah, that's not good. Okay. Cool. I read through all this. We'll make this into a YouTube video and then maybe cut it up into short forms. I'm sure Blade will be all over that as well. It's a good update, right? It's just a very long-winded way to say that, like, hey, we realize we're losing all of our players, and we're gonna try and do something in like the next week to try and band-aid it, and then in the next 2 months we're panicking, and we really need to try and fix this stuff going into Verdansk, because Verdansk is gonna bring back millions and millions of players, which they might immediately lose again if none of this stuff is fixed. So I'm not really holding my breath for this Season 2 one, because I've read all this stuff before. We'll give it like a week or two, depending on how bad it is. And then based on that, we're going to try and play PlayStation with crossplay off for ranked to see if we can actually enjoy ourselves on the game.
Years with the GOAT TeeP vibes.
And then, yeah, I guess we'll just play it by ear from then on. Sound like a plan?